Buggies all tucked away in their little tent. Fire it up and get it ready after a long winter. There you go. Wild J. Getting hammer time out of hibernation. Nothing. Just we're supposed to say hilarious Wild J comment.
2 tarts and I still got water in my seat.
There you go, Miller. She's all ready to go.
Nothing.
Slipping and sliding, Wild J.
I need a lighter car, dude. What time am I putting the hole there? Come on. Oh, come on. What I wanted to do.
Wild J had a leaking intake boot over the winter. Now we're about to solve that problem.
Possibly my carburetor might not be tight enough because it's constantly doing one of these little wiggle numbers, and that might be enough to crack the seal and it causes it to leak. So always check to make sure your carburetor isn't doing that, especially in the chatter bumps.
We're not running a maintenance channel. If anyone follows us for maintenance advice, they're pretty stupid.
That's besides the point.
What we'll probably end up doing is, along with this, because he does have some movement in here, we'll make a bracket, maybe pull it off the fuel pump up to here to help support this giant air cleaner.
Yeah, because you had to run the biggest one. It still looks like it's sucked in a little bit. But...
A little bit. While we're here, we're going to change both sides. I know that's not the Wild J way, but Wild J is trying to change his ways.
Learning and growing.
All right. I think that's everything we need to take the carburetor off. You pull it straight up.
Basically. Pinch off the fuel line.
This shows that I have no idea what I'm doing. And just like that.
And there you go.
I'm all dirty.
There's his bad boot.
It's definitely bad now. And this, we're gonna put the boot on that. We're gonna slide her back into all that grime and dirt that we never cleaned.
And then we can sit there and... How in the world do you get these stupid things on?
I thought this was in a tutorial. This is tutorial for dummies right here. Starring this guy.
No, we're just the dummies doing a tutorial. Got it backwards.
Is that what it is?
Yep. This is how not to fix your buggy.
Is that what it is?
Nope. It actually went right on, way easier than a trail.
So this is what happens when you have Wild J helping you.
You were helping last time.
I wasn't.
Messing with the fuel system. Good thing we got the fire extinguisher handy.
Car's not even running.
Wild J's gonna shorten his fuel line, so he's not all sloppy.
Oh my goodness, I can't cut straight. That's the Wild J way. It's fine.
It'll work, who cares?
I just realized, oh, my Ooga's trying to fall. Look at this. It's trying to fall off
You got
on
a
me.
loose Ooga horn.
Oh my goodness. We gotta fix that.
What if your Oogas came off on the trail? You'd look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's what do it.
Nothing beats a good set of Oogas on the trail.
Nope.
Here we go. Miller, where'd you get the Cheetos from?
So I got these from the swap meet from Dave Trask. So I want to do a big old shout out to him. I also got me an oil filter cap, or oil cap, sorry, to get rid of this crap and leaky one. I don't know who put all this paint stuff on there, but that won't do. Something I didn't know, I seen when I just opened this package here. When you upgrade to a metal cap, it comes with this gasket. I ain't never seen this before, so I've never had a metal cap before. But from my understanding, and what James has told me, it just sits right there. And I guess, I guess you throw it on the ground. That's the YJ way. And so you get the gasket all in there at the top. Now we can spin her on. Yummy. Thanks, Dave.
So hook up your jumper cable so we can start your car.
So our battery chargers aren't working. So James is giving me a jump.
Miller,
What?
look at him backwards.
Oh my goodness, I'm smoking.
You got your positive and negative switch.
Move. This is what happens when you come back from Miller. You know how to zip tie? Oh my goodness. She's a bit warm.
Yeah, it's warm.
Trying to cause a fire in the backyard. See that?
You don't want to just lit your car on fire.
I don't need you to edit it in. I already got the narrative in there. You idiot.
You almost lit it on fire for the 4th time.
His math is wrong. We'll give him a slide though. Give us some gas.
Because that's the YJ way.
Boom.
The wide wiener.
All right. Oh, shut it off, shut off, shut off, shut off. Hey. Do that again.
What?
Crank it again.
Oh, that's not good.
Your car's about to light on fire for the 3rd time.
Never seen it.
Alright, now let's try to start this thing. Now we got some voltage. We'll let it charge. She's dead. Still. Come on. Into the spray. What do I got? A dead squirrel in there? What? That's the problem.
You want to be sure that's what it is.
If it runs off the bottle, then it'll run with good gas.
Well, cool. You know what it is.
Cool, more wasted money on gas. So once again, for the 400th time, I get to drain my fuel cell, and James gets more gas for his lawnmower. Woo!
There you go, man. I'll get rid of this old thing.
Oh my, look how little that thing is, Dave. That's a serious downgrade. That's awesome. We love you, Dave. We'll see you at the dunes.
You know what the problem is? With the water in your fuel?
What?
These are fuel filters. They're not water filters. That's why your car was acting up. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Come on, Larry. How many times do I have to tell ya? Do I need to tighten this?
No, you're good.
Oh my God.
All right, we're gonna try to start it with just fuel in it. We're only getting 12 volts.
What? That's not good. We need more than 12 volts.
The Wild J alternator is dead. They couldn't stand the fury of Wild J.
I couldn't resist the fury of putting the battery tables on backwards either. It was smoky last week. Not good. We got a replacement though. We got one on each side, and then the whole shroud will come off.
Yeah, so Wild J got this all off. We just got to get these two off, and the shroud will pull up. We're gonna end up building them a new mount because this guy's all stripped out. And we also, because it pulls through the shroud, we got to remove Wild J's trampoline spring. That kid was not happy when we took that.
Go, Daddy! Yay! Great! Ow! Ow!
Which way?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Tighten till loose, back off a quarter turn.
All right, Dave.
Sometime today, Wild J's gonna remove this nut. Wild J, hard at
Don't even
work,
fit.
or hardly work. We got all the nuts and bolts off. Should pull right up.
That's a weird kind of
Wait a minute. What's that?
I don't know.
So here's Miller's new alternator. Straight from Barnum's Bug Barn. It's normally $125. He got the Wild J discount. Herman charged him $132.
We took the 10 millimeters out, and just like this, she comes out all greasy like.
That's easy. Got a stubborn bolt, doesn't want to come out. This bolt is stubborn and is Wild J trying to get a haircut.
And there we go.
That works. Out with the old.
Purple. I'm gonna paint this batching plate here. Painting my batching plate. It's my alternator.
Here, paint that part too.
Come on. So we got this all put back on. We got a bolt back in still. We painted this purple like I said.
Wild J putting the shroud on.
Trying to put the shroud on. Oh, yeah.
Going down.
And there we go. Y'all like the purple? Fancy. Wiring it all back down. Wiring it back. Putting everything back together is what we're doing. Oh, you can do it.
It doesn't have to be tight. Just save it for the trail. Wild J's famous words.
We'll break down like that, kids.
Yeah. Wild J's got a fancy new purple motor, a new alternator. Wild J's back. Purple now. What'd you do? So we're out here working on Miller's car. Got the engine good, ready to go. We still got to clean the carb out. Hopefully his battery's okay. We got to make them out for this. Check some bolts over.
Gotta get some bolts for this.
This cage is still duct taped on from last year.
so tired of him putting that in there, so we're gonna fix it before we go trail riding, which is a shock, but we're gonna do it.
We're gonna have about 3 more trips before that gets fixed.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, so we're thinking Miller, well, it's been running. It's got a brand new alternator on it. Everything's working, but the battery's only holding like 10, 11 amps. That's all it'll go up to. So it won't restart itself. So we're gonna put a good battery in there, an Optima battery. Something that's actually gonna work and to hold up to the fury of Wild J.
And possibly put it in the front.
Yeah. If you want a link to that battery when we get it, it'll be in the comments down below. So Miller ended up stripping out these bolts. Actually, they just spun in there. They hold the coil on. So we're gonna end up making them a mount. So I found this piece. It lines right up with some holes. So instead of drilling holes, I'm just gonna take this. I'll cut it out. And I weld a piece coming from here to here to hold this coil. And that'll probably work. All right, we got that in. She's all welded up. Gonna get this mounted. Next thing we gotta do is he needs a bracket to help hold his carburetor because he's got some wiggle to it, and we think that's why he keeps losing his intake boots. So let's fab one of those up. So we got that piece bent. We'll cut it here, we'll weld it down there, we'll see what we come up with. All right, test fit it. It looks like it'll work. Let's go paint it purple. So what we're doing here, gotta loosen these bolts up. So I ended up picking up these cargo bags for inside the buggy. I got one mounted up. These are great, holds everything. Before I had to put my cell phone into a sock while it was beating around in there. I won't have to do that no more. I finally ended up buying some. Nice and easy. They just Velcro right on. In my case, I had to loosen the side panels, fish the Velcro through, but that's pretty much it. They're in there. They're handy little things. They got a pocket, another pocket inside for your cell phone. Nice. Yeah, I'll leave a description at the bottom of this video where you can go find some of these and pick them up for yourself. Great little addition to the car. Miller's been running them for a while now, and I finally broke down and got some. Except Miller needs a new set because his are pretty worn out. And here's that wrench he's been looking for. Actually, Miller, this one's pretty ripped. It's just for you, Miller. I'm gonna leave a description down below where you can buy some new ones. So I ended up getting some new front tires for the buggy. So much needed addition. I needed a little more ground clearance on the front here because when I set all this up, I made it so when it bottoms out with my old tires, it was only 2 inches off the ground. A lot of times I kick sand and dirt up at myself. So the front tires are taller and they'll eliminate that. And then once in a while, the next order of business is I'll bottom my shocks out. So I got a 200 spring on the bottom and a 100 up top. I'm happy with the top one, but I picked these up at the swap meet. I think they're more than I need, but the price is right. They're 300 springs, and hopefully that'll prevent me from bottoming out on the trails. So I got one side done. There's the other side I gotta do yet. This is why we do preventative maintenance. Thing was about ready to fall off. I replaced it with a brand new one. Check that out. Has it done anything? Here, plug this back in.
Hilarious consequences. So here we are on a Sunday. We're adjusting some valves, or James is adjusting my valves, I should say. We want to be adjusted properly so our engines work the best way they can possibly work to power me around the dunes. Here we are on this side. What's up, Grace?
Little wobbly, Miller. It's on. If it leaks, who cares? Because I'm going to be in front of you. Alright, so we adjusted his valves. New valve cover gasket. Should be good. If we're lucky, Miller, she's going to fire up. The car's actually idling. The most important thing in the car is not working.
I did nothing. I literally did nothing. I touched it.
Now it's ready.
I touched it and it goes. Woo!
Alright, fire it up.
Ready for the dunes, baby.
We tried to go for the first ride of the year. The throttle cable breaks. Tried to go on the first test ride. The throttle cable breaks. So we're getting this guy off. And this got replaced at the poker run when Wild J tried to pass Herman.
He was going too slow.
There we go. We'll save these pieces for next time. We'll save these pieces for next time your throttle cable breaks.
All right. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Out with the old.
Just like that. Shazam! Take this, throw it in the trash.
Come on. So here we are. We got the new throttle cable. That's been.
Throw that in the trash.
Come on.
All right, Miller, this time we're gonna set your stopper. Go try that. Better work, Miller. There you go. I can only go so fast.
Yeah.
After all these years, Miller, you finally fixed your throttle cable.
So, yep.
Finally running a new
Something else.
cable. Next project right here. Using a 7/16. Wild J's using the one size fits all.
And I'm beating you. That's the question. You're on one. I've done 3 so far.
They seem fine. Everything seems like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Everything seems to be working. Car's ready. Buggies working. While Jay's finishing up some wire ties. Cars ran good today. Everything worked out. Miller needs a haircut. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe. It really is going to help us out.
Hit that like button and share with a friend. Welcome to 2023. We love ya. Peace out. Bye.
Way to make it weird, Miller. Whatever, it's not my car, who cares?